What's up, dudes? Johnny here with yet another setup video. This time my hybrid Amazon, bower javelin type of Amazon. It's not a javelin, actually. I'm just using javelins to throw stuff, but yeah, it's a, it's not a glass cannon Amazon, let's say that. So let's call it a bower Amazon. Okay, let's settle with that. So right, in order to keep the videos within 15 minutes for the most part, I'm trying to do it as fast as possible, because otherwise it goes into 20, 25, 30 minutes. So fuck that shit. Like, let's do it like within 15 minutes. So right, yesterday I played versus a trapper, so this is my setup versus trappers. I'm gonna start off with that. So as you can see, 80 light resist. I haven't bothered with the fire resist because it's too hard to get. I mean, with my gear, it's too hard to get right now. So pretty much I have to, make my mind. I have to just, accept that I won't be able to get enough fire resist. So fire blast will stun me if it hits me. But I mean, for the most part, it shouldn't even hit me, because right now I have 150 faster on walk, and that's more than enough, I think, to to desync properly, as long as your internet is fine. Because oh my god, the other day I just got wrecked, dude. So let me continue. Right, normal fortitude because of the 5 max light resist. Damage, max damage, circlet. I mean, this is another way. That way I could use, actually, if I yeah, never mind, I don't even have this type of stuff. Like, I could actually get good fire resist as well, but I will sacrifice damage, and I don't care enough for this fire resist. So okay, let's accept it that I have just pure damage circlet here. So for this I'm using pure damage circlet. I'm using high lords for the 35 light resist, the deadly strike, and the 20 increase attack speed, which is very important. I'm using wisp projector, obviously with the +5 maximum light resist. My main belt is Nosferatu's Call for the 10 increase attack speed, slow target by 10, and 15 strength. And my other main ring for all the other setups, everything, every time on any setup you have to use 1 Raven. So pretty much this is my main ring, one of my main rings. So, yeah. Pre-patch Stormtrack boots upgraded to Scarab Shell boots to be able to strength bug them properly. So I'm using those permanent boots. I'm using this Material Show Javelin mainly because I don't really need, I don't need increased attack speed. That's why I bought those for the maximum damage. The same javelins with like 30-40 increased attack speed will cost probably, 5, 6, 7,000 forum gold more than these cost. So yeah, and I actually have enough increased attack speed. I have 45 here, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95. You need, with Material Short Javelins, you need 89 increased attack speed to reach the maximum throw speed. So I'm within the maximum throw speed easily, like this. So I don't need any increased attack speed from the javelins themselves. So sword back hold, I've explained it before on stream, but I'm gonna have to say it here as well for the people that weren't on stream that day. So sword back hold, 50% chance to open wounds, of open wounds. Like, it's very useful, not because I will hit open wounds on my throw side, but literally as you spam any projectile that you spam and then you switch to your shield side, for the second that you switch to your shield side, and if the hit, like this guided arrow, if it hits right as I switch on the shield side, or right after I switch to the shield side, as long as I'm on the shield side when the hit is registered to the other player, there is a 50% chance to apply open wounds. So this open wounds applies to any projectile. So literally that's the best part of sword back hold. That's why I use it for the most part, because of that. On main hand, Faith Grand Martin bow. Don't freaking use diamond bow. I don't know who made this, you know, this thing that diamond bow is the best bow. I mean, obviously you can use with a diamond bow, you can use a rare circlet and shit like that, but overall, dude, it's not worth it. Like, I thought it through thoroughly. It's not worth it, literally. You make potato damage with diamond bow. I've tested it extensively. The average damage is okay, but for the most part you do some potato ass damage. So yeah. Chain gloves, the usual, like passive and magic skill, 20 increase attack speed, strength and dexterity, usual stuff. Very few all resist small charms in this setup right now. I can put a few more. I mean, I can put like, yeah, I can actually make the fire resist, I think. Look at this, 1 2 3 4. I can literally replace some max damage small charms, and then, you know, to get enough fire resist. Let me see. So, and then I need another 3, and I have only 2. So yeah, on one of the sides I won't be able to do it. Anyways, on one of the sides I won't have, after Anya Bug I won't have enough fire resist, but you know, what can you do? I'm not even too bothered, to be honest. It's not really, not the main thing. So yeah, normally I have 10 3 faster on walk, 5 all resist small charms, and then I have another 10 with you know, perfect 3 faster on walk, max attack rating. To change in this circle, in this you know, those M small charms, to change them so that like I don't get confused. So literally, you know, if I have to use all 10 all resists, there are those here, and then I replace them with another ones with max attack rating and faster on walk. All the rest, in total I have 30 faster on walk small charms at all times. So 90 faster on walk from the inventory, and then another 30 here, so that's 120, and then 30 from here, so 150. And usually in like in other matchups I also use cat's eye, so another 30, so I can reach 180 faster on walk, a permanent faster on walk. I have a storm shield in stash for versus cold resist and versus for damage reduction. I have this funky ass shield that I made. It's pretty rare actually. Not many people do those. I don't think anybody else has this type of shield on their Amazon. With pretty much this is the absolute maximum damage that you can get from a monarch without investing 4th jewel with damage. So like, I'm using 3 jewels with 40 enhanced damage, 1 to 100 lightning damage, and then 1 jewel with 40 enhanced damage and minus requirement, so that I have, because I have only 133 strength. So all in all, this shield gives a lot of damage, but yeah, I don't use it very often. Swordback hold is much more useful. I have 2 diadems with you know, 1 with poison, 1 with cold resist for different occasions, and then I have those fire resist small charms, because usually if I play versus a fire sorcerers, for example, I just put my other my hybrid fury 40 of chains that has 45 all resist in combination with a dwarf ring. And then I put those small charms to stack up fire resist. So I'm yeah, pretty much this, 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 I think. So right now, I should have enough fire resist. Main problem is that I can't quickly check. I mean, I can. Point is, I can always make, like, I have a few more all resist small charms, as you can see. So I can, I will, you know, I'm definitely able to make, you you know, maximum amount of fire resist after Anya bug with dwarf, like 15% absorb damage, which is, you know, it's pretty good. You don't need anything else versus a fire sorceress. You're pretty tanky as it is like this with your passives, because you know all the passives, passive abilities, you know, allow you to dodge a lot. I mean, to tank a lot. Another interesting thing that I have, this is literally my ring versus necromancers versus hammerdins. It's a pretty good ring, like a minimum damage. Like I dare say that it's one of the best minimum damage rings out there. It took me so long time to find it, and I haven't, like, because of the because of the duration of how long it took me to actually find this ring. The other rings that people offered me were nowhere near even close, literally. 9 minimum damage, very good attack rating, almost perfect dexterity, perfect life, very good mana, and poison resist. Like, this ring literally almost couldn't get any better. It could have a bit more poison resist, but literally, you know, I don't want to explain too much, like, because I don't know, it's gonna take too long, but I'm gonna say it. So literally the only useful resist you would want on a rare ring is poison resist, because for everything else you're using a raven, and for everything else you're using either wisp or dwarf or another raven. Literally, just to be straight, you know, to be honest, the best options are either, you know, versus fire, dwarf ring is best instead of like a rare ring with fire resist. Dwarf is much better because of the fire absorb, 15% fire absorb, and gives life as well. So dwarf is better for fire resist. Wisp, there's no better than wisp. I mean, 20 absorb, 20 light absorb. For cold, there's no better than raven. So 2 ravens versus vitality cold or whatever, or max block cold or something. So literally the only other resist that you can face is poison, and there's nothing better than a rare ring with poison resist. So, and max damage if you could. So literally this ring, if only it had like 25-30 poison resist, it would have been godlike, completely godlike. So yeah, I think that concludes my Amazon. Let me just show you quickly. Okay, so I have a cube bow as well. You definitely need a cube bow. So right now, when I bow, I should have either 3000 or very close to 3000 life. Let's see. Let me change this back. Right, so let me go with this. Oh shit, no. Right, so this is my main setup, literally. This is my main setup versus Hammerdins, for example. Hammerdins, Necromancers, stuff like that. This is my main setup, and you need 3000 life because versus Hammerdin, because any hammer that hits you will, unless you have around 3000 life, you will die from one hammer. All you need to have enough life that you can tank one hammer and still be alive, you know, with like 100 life or 200 life. So very important that you have one hammer, that you can tank one hammer. So 3000 life is absolutely mandatory. And I'm not full glass cannon, just that's the main reason, because you want to tank more. So literally I have enough vitality to have like around 3000 life so that I can tank one hammer, and everything else on dexterity pretty much, as long as I have enough strength. That's it. And let me go quickly through the skill tree, and that's gonna be it for the Amazon. So 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, just to get lightning bolt and lightning fury. That's it. Maximize critical strike, 1 on this, 1 on this, 1 Valkyrie, 1 on decoy. Very important. Valkyrie and decoy are absolutely crucial. Sometimes, you know, in certain situations just a decoy saves you, literally. Like in a certain situation where you're low life and something, and you force the other person to go away and then to return, as they return, if they just like, just for the second that they return, they mistake you for the, you know, they jump on the decoy, it gives you enough time to kill them, literally. I can't stress it enough. Sometimes it's actually absolutely crucial, sometimes. Not always, like it's actually not even that often, but sometimes it literally saves your life, a decoy. So yeah, very, very important. Valkyrie is not that important, but decoy is very important. And then, you know, um, enough points to get, excuse me, enough points to get, you know, with a bow, I will have 59% evade, 69% avoid, 54% dodge. That's it. And then one on this, enough points to get, with my bow I get 23 arrows on multi-shot, guided arrow maxed of course, and then 1 point in strafe, so that here and there, you know, here and there you can strafe people. Here and there, you know, if it's a BM guy, you can just switch to strafe and just destroy them. Like, it's very good versus necromancers, versus assassins, versus sorcerers. It's super good. You can't imagine how good it is. Versus assassins, actually, it's super good because you can just literally take their shadow dies instantly that way, and you don't even need to aim. It's not that like, but I almost never use it because it's a very cheap skill, very cheap, because you don't need to aim. Look at this, it's like it's an auto aim attack. Let me find a monster. Jesus, how hard it is to find a monster in this neighborhood. Okay, you see, it just locks automatically. That's the BM thing about it. So I almost never use it, but I've been on the receiving end of it. There are a few guys that are scumbags, and I've been on the receiving end of it. Trust me, it's not fun with a trapper. It's not fun at all. Your shadow dies instantly, and they don't even need to be skilled to do it. They literally just like run a bit, like weapon switch a bit, and then just strafe, weapon switch a bit, strafe, weapon switch a bit, strafe, and it will like automatically lock the every single time and just kill the shadow instantly. And you know, it will kill it with 2 hits, and then it will stun you as well. So it's pretty bad. So yeah, that concludes this Amazon showcase. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and if you'd like, check out the other videos that I will be uploading very shortly with you know, the rest of my characters, my PvP characters, the setups, and yeah, and all. So have a good day, everybody, and see you later.